we have this project. So the project is the same with the first one. However, yeah, you already have the idea about forking. So we already fork. Okay. Maybe I will upload this one. Do the same as the VCS from origin. Okay. So it means you get the project from the GitHub and then create the new what is it configuration. Okay, create the new configuration and then run the project. Okay, so after you have the project in your PyCharm, now let's suppose we want to make some changes. Okay, so this one is I'm sorry, I didn't put the details. This one from the index.html. Okay, so if you go to the index.html, so you can take a look on the templates. So those are the HTML file for the chart. You learn about Google and we learn about some additional visualization. And I will explain this later about the registration and etc. So we have the base and the index. So I will just focus on this one in order to teach you about the branching. So this is the project that I have in my PyCharm. If you take a look on the page, so it's quite long. Okay. I will just explain a little bit for this one. For example, we can load the static. Yeah, now we don't have anything in the static. So if you want to put picture or if you want to include a JavaScript, yeah, you can use this load static. And then I guess this one is not that important. You can just use this one to adjust like the page if you are using the uh, mobile phone, then the device will fit with your web page. Okay. And you're going to make the title with Django Web Programming. And we are going to use this CSS, the bootstrap. And if you have any extra style, so actually you can make this block name as you want. So this is the style in the body. Okay. So the first is about the name. So the name here is the Django Python Web Programming. So this is the name here. Okay, so the left part. And then I would like to make home. Okay, so this home is from home. What is the home? If you click, if you go to this URL, you need to find the name home. What is the name home? So you can go to the URL. Okay, there is a home here. And you can find out that, okay, it is related with the home view. And then you go to S views. Okay, so what is this? If you click this one, okay, if you click the library here, you can see there is one function, home view. Okay. So the S view is the built-in method in the Python. And if you go here, we are going to use the template view. So this is the template from Django. Yeah, if you want to learn more, you can take a look on the details of this template view. Now, I think we don't need to do this one. So I just want to use the existing one from the Django. And Yeah, let's go to the index.html once we are in the home view. So the code in the index.html will be the home. And if you are using the create view, yeah, you will go to the register.html. If you're done with the registration, you will go to register done. So in Django, there is no user registration. So I give you the code here. You can just reuse this one. Let's take a look on the index. The content of the index has one line which is welcome, but we cannot see the welcome here. Okay, why? Then there might be some errors. Maybe you check this one, everything is good. Extend space.html, block, body, and etc. Yeah, everything is good. But why? Why we cannot show the welcome? So let me check. Where is the body? Is there anybody? This is block content. This is block footer. So there is no body. There is no block, and the block name is body. Is not available in the base. So if I want to change to content, is it possible? Okay, let me change this to content. Okay, I will change this to content, and then I want to run again. Okay, now I can see welcome. Okay, here there's a welcome. Then it means, okay, it's work. Okay, my modification works, and okay, I want to update. So I want to share to my friends. Okay, now I can solve the problems about the home, and I want to save into the GitHub so other people can access that one later. Okay. I guess you still remember. We can go to the Git. Okay. We can do the commit. Okay. What is the commit here? Yeah, because we know there is one changes on the index.html. So we can, when you are committing this one, you need to give comments. For example, I change the content. Okay, you can have anything, and then there will be two options. You can commit, or you can commit and push. So you know, last time we learned the GitHub. If we commit, you can write any message and then you push. Okay, so it will change on the GitHub. So if I go to the GitHub, let's see here. This is the project. I will go to the template and then I go to the index. So it is still in the using body. Okay. So if I commit, okay, so I finish the committing. So there is no changes in other stuff. So you can have push. So you can use the commit and push at the same time. Now I'm going to push. So I want to push on the origin master. So it is in the master. Okay, so I have the master. So the branch is in the master. So I would like to put my changes into the GitHub in the brand master. So after I push, okay, we need to log into the GitHub. I do not want to log in via the GitHub for this one because it is related with the what is it? The PyCharm environment, because this PyCharm I use the ID in my university, and the GitHub I use another email, so it is not connected. Okay? So it will conflict. So I'm not sure what is your email for the GitHub and what is your email for your PyCharm. If they are not same, then it will be also a conflict. Okay? So I prefer to use the token. So we can generate the token. So let's say I will make this personal token. This one is already exists. So maybe if you have the same issue, you need to change the node, because if last time we already create one token, so it will still remain. So let me just give a new token. Okay, so I will make a new token here. So I can copy. I have many tokens here, but there's no problem. So after I log in, then they can recognize about my repository in the GitHub. So if I push one more time, okay, it seems that everything is ready. So everything is up to date. Okay, and then you can check if you refresh this one now, it changed to content. Okay, the previous one it was blog body, but now GitHub has been changed to blog content. Now, if I want to make a branch, I updated the code and then yeah, it's totally good. However, I want to modify something and I do not want to ruin the original file. So I would like to create a branch to leave the original project, and I would like to build my own project. So later on, you can merge with the original brand, so including the master. How can I make this one? For example, let's make a new branch. How can you make a new branch? You can click the Git and then select the new branch. So you can click Git here, and then you can make new branch. Okay. There is an option, new branch. So I can click here, and let's say I want to create a new name, version 01. So you can have the option here whether you want to use this one as the checkout branch or not. Okay. So if you unclick, then you just create. But if you click this one, then everything that you update, it will go to the version 01. So let's just use this one here. Why it is still here? So I already make a new branch, version 01. Let's do something. Okay, just very simple one. Let me give okay, in this case I just put again. Okay, let's see. I want to welcome again. Okay, if you want to add anything, that's fine. Maybe just okay. I want to make with the header. Welcome again in Django. Okay, for example, like this one. Okay, that's just an example. And then I would like to update. Okay, after I have this new file. Okay, after I update the index.html. So now I want to update into the new branch. Okay. How can I do the new branch? again you will do the commit and you will do the push, but now you are pushing not to the master, but you need to push on the new branch. How can we push this one? First, let's do again commit. Okay. So the commit, now I have a new file. I change the content, for example, I give 2. Okay, after I do the commit, and then I want to push, okay, but before I do the push, let's check the branches. So you can see here, there are 2 branches, the local branches, there are 2, which is version 1 and master. And let's suppose I want to put this into the version 1. So you can go to this version 1 and there's a push here. So basically, you can choose also from here. If you push, so whether you want to push on the version 1 or you want to push on the master. So this one, you can choose this one, but now because we already set the checkout to the version 1, so that's why it's originally go to the version 1. If you want to change that one, you can go to the master. So you can click checkout. So if you click the checkout here, and then if you push, then now it becomes master. Okay. But I don't want to push to master. I will just use the version 1 as the checkout. So I use the version 1 of the checkout, and then I can do this one. You can use this version 1 and push, or you can use this push to the version 1. Okay. So I will just push. So you have the new version in the GitHub. So this version 01, per 01 will be available on the GitHub. So you can see here. If you update here, if you refresh, you cannot see the difference. Why? Because you are still in the master. Okay. So if you click, now you can see there is version 01, ver 01. If you click this one, then you will see that now the content has been changed. So the new content is welcome again, and then we have additional 1 line, which is in Django. Okay. So if you go back again to the master, this is the original one. So for example, you want to keep this one and you have another branch, so you want to test if you add 1 more line like this one, then now you have new branch. Okay. Now let's suppose I have another content, okay, and then after I have this, I want to combine, I want to merge. This one is just additional. If you want to do 1 more thing, maybe let's do 1 more line. Maybe I will let's see what is the result here. Okay. Welcome again in Django. Okay, so in my local repository I have this one because I use the version 01. And then if I want to, let's say I want to add 1 more. Okay, so if basically it is the same. Okay, maybe let me just add 1 more line. So let me add one more line. So it means there are 3 lines. So you want to update again to your GitHub. Okay. So just commit. Okay. Let's say you have this one, commit 3. Okay. Then I do the commit and push. Okay, so if you do the commit and push, so I change the content and then it goes to the version 1. So before you do the commit, usually you need to check what is the checkout one. So if you check out to the branch, then you will always commit to the branch. If you want to check out to the master, then you need to select the branch first. Yeah. So in this case, I will do this one and then it will update my project. So there is a new line here. Okay. Okay, then we have a new issue. Suppose I want to finish with my new branch and then I want to merge. Okay. So merging means I have the master and I have the version 1. I have the master branch and then I have the version 01. So I would like to combine those into one node. So I do not want to make another things. I think that is enough and let's try combine. So if you have the member 1 and then member 2 and you think that okay, now it's time to combine, we can combine. How can we combine? We can use merge. So when you are merging, you need to select the main and the branch that you want to merge. So before you merge, you need to choose the main, in this case the master, and then click checkout. And then you will return to the original master. So you need to go to this if you want to merge. Okay. So here you cannot get this information, what is the merging, because you need to go to the upper one. So in this case, I need to go to the branch. After I go to the branch, you can click to the master and then you can click checkout here. So now if you check out to the master, you will see that the index.html become the previous one. And if you let's say if you update again here, then it will go back to the original master. Now, how if I want to merge? So in my explanation, okay, after you select the original master, so you can merge just simple by clicking the merge. And then what is the branch name that you want to merge? So maybe you can have many branches. Maybe the first member will have member 1, the second member will have member 2, the third member will have member 3 of branches. Okay? And then after that, you want to merge. So you need to merge one by one. Okay? You cannot merge 3 versions at the same time. So you need to merge master and member 1. And then after you have the new master, you will again merge master with the member 2. And then finally you will merge the master and the member 3. So you can have the whole project. So in this case, I just have 2. Okay. Let's do the merge. Okay, I'm going to merge into master and the merging is from the version 01. Okay, I don't, if you have some things, okay, about the merge option, yeah, this is the merge option, but basically we just need to do the basic merging. If there are some other issues, you can change this. So I would like to merge So when I merge, so it means I want to use the version 01 and then I want to update the master. So the master has been changed. So after I merge, you need to push to the master. So you know how to push. So we can just push. And yeah, we are going to push to the master. What is the content? Yeah, we want to change the content 2 and we want to also include the content 3 and we would like to put everything in the master. So once we push, okay, so you can see there are 2 commits to the origin master. And if you take a look, now if you are still on the version 01, you still have this one. But now if you change to master, yeah, it has been changed. The same with the version 01. Okay. So it means when you are doing with your friends, okay, when you are doing with your team members, you can split the work. Okay, after you split the work, you know what is your role, what is your friend's role, and at the end, you can merge it. Okay. Okay, so here you can see when was the changes, like this one in the template, it was 7 minutes ago. Yeah, some of the project was 4 days ago. Okay, and that's right. So if you want to understand for all those things like this one, fetch upstream. So it means you want to merge with the fog. Okay. And if you want to contribute, yeah, so it means you will discuss with uh, the first ID, which is the Bernardo Yahya, which is the original uh, file, which is the original project. So this is my other account, Bernardo Nugroho. So if I want to contribute, so you can click this one. So every changes in my project can be also changes in the form. If the account approve my changes, then it can be merged. So you can try with your friend about the open pull request. Okay, any questions? No? Yeah, today I'm expecting to finish with the social login, but it seems there is no enough time. Let's see if we can do with this login function shortly. Yeah, I would like to explain about this login function. When you do the login function, we have those 4 basic functions: the login, register, logout, and password changes. So we can see from the HTML file. So the HTML file is about the login, which is the login.html. Register, we have 2, register.html and register underbar done. For the logout, we have 1 file, and for the password change, we have 2 files. Okay. So let's check one by one. For the login.html, there are 2 functions, 2 main functions. The first is to check the form errors. And the other is to do the functions about ID, password, and the submission. Now let's see. In the login.html, so we are loading the widget tweaks. So we use the widget tweaks to do this login, and then yeah, we extend the base, and we are going to login. Yeah. So this is the title for this one. It is about the login, and the content is this one. So that's why if you click on this, if you're login, so yeah, you can see the new environment here. It will show you, please login, please enter your ID and password. So this one, please login and please enter your ID and password. If there is any errors in the form, yeah, then it will show wrong. Please correct the errors below. So for example, if I make something wrong, testing, okay. So this is the message when the information is not correct. So this is the error message. Please enter a correct username and password. How can we get this one? Yeah, this is from the form.errors. So this is already a built-in function in the Django. And then yeah, you need to use this form. Okay, so this is the form, and I think you already know the CSRF token. So whenever we use the form, we will do with this token to make sure the security. So we have the form username and we have form password. And in this form, we can use this label class. And we can use also this label class for this form. It means, yeah, we want to make a kind of control. So if it is a password, you can see this is the testing, and if it is a password, then yeah, it is automatically the start. So you cannot see the code. So using the Django, they already provide the security. So you don't need to care about the security. So we can say that it is secure. If you make your own database for the user, your password database is not secure. So you can see here, if you go to this database, oh, wait a moment. This one is the one. Okay, I need to update with this one. Okay, so I need to update with this one. So if you go to this user, you can see this password. Okay, this password has been encrypted. We call it encrypted because it is already changed with some algorithm. So any general user cannot understand this password. If you are making your own registration, maybe you can see your password. But using the Django environment, you can just directly use this one. Okay, and next is about the, yeah, this is about the password, and last is about the login function. So if you already finish everything, you will have the next. So this is the value that you want to get from the database, and you match it. And if it is matched, then you can enter the environment. So entering the environment means you can go to the base. In the base.html, so you have the home. Okay. Now you will see this one. If user dot is active. So if there is no user, then you will not be able to see this detail. So this is until this and if. What is this one? Okay. So you can see that this is about the Google chart, the other framework, and the Geo chart. So you will not be able to see this one if you do not log in. Okay. And For the Google chart, we can see there's a drop down. We are going to see the bar chart and calling the view bar. We are going to see the bubble chart and calling the view bubble. We are calling the pie chart. We are calling the view pie. And we have another drop down, which is other framework. We call, oh, this is view bar. Okay, you can change this one. Okay. So if it is the dynamic chart, it's this related with the view dynamic. I don't know why it doesn't know. Yeah, you can check later. Okay. So the multiple chart, yeah, you go to view multiple, and then the geo chart, yeah, there's another section, and there's the drop down for the view map and view queue. Okay. This one is about the the right panel. So this is the information about the username. So here, yeah, this is the username that you register in the first time. So whenever you register with your name, then it will be shown with your name. So you can change this one according to the user. So what is the user here? So if you are using, yeah, this one is the username, you want to get the username. So if you want to use the like last name, yeah, you need to figure out how you can use the first name and the last name. For example, this one, yeah, if you click this one, control, and click this one, so you can go, yeah, this one is, oh, why I cannot this, oh, okay, I cannot go to the code in the Django, maybe we need to do some other access, okay? So if you want to change, I'm not sure. Maybe get last name, maybe. So yeah, you can try it yourself, okay? I don't know why it doesn't work. So as last time I can access to the code, so you can find what is the method for getting the name. Okay. So here, if the user is active, again, okay, we will see the username, and then the option will be log out and the change password. But if there is no active user, then we will show anonymous, and then you can do the login or register. Okay. So that's the main page. Okay. And then the other is about how to put the content, how to put the footer, and then what are the JavaScript and the jQuery and the Bootstrap environment we use here. About the password change, yeah, if you want to take a look, yeah, maybe you can learn by yourself. Okay. So the idea is the same. Yeah, we are using the form errors. So if there is any errors with the password, so we will inform the user. And then yeah, we need to confirm with the old password. We need to confirm with the new password. And after we have those things, then we want to change to the database. And the password change done is just giving the message that, yeah, you already did the password change. For the registration, when you register, basically it's also the same. In the first, yeah, you want to give the message about the ID and the password. Okay. After you have those information, you can do with the form. So you need to add your username, you need to add the password, password 1 and password 2, and then you can submit. The register done is just to show the completion of the registration. And at the end, you can do the logout. So in the logout, yeah, you just show the message that you already logged out, and then you you give the message like thanks for spending and etc. Okay, and then you will give another link to the login. So if the user wants to log in, or if the user wants to log in with the different ID. Okay. Okay, that's all. So you can also deal with, for example, this one is stuff. Okay. So is active means this is related with the page. Here, if user dot is active. So if active is 1, then it means there is a user and the user is now active. So you can also make a kind of different role. For example, if he is a staff, or if he is a manager, or if he is a CEO. So you can set also the role, and you can use this one to select what is the option menu for the manager, what is the menu for the customer. Okay, so you can have that kind of idea as well. Okay, I guess that's all for this log out, log in, and register. Okay. So in this slide, we already learned how to use the VCS, the version control system, and the login function. Hopefully, it will be helpful for your team project. You still have time to manage your team project, and you can use this VCS because it is not convenient if you work with your team and then you copy and paste your code. So just use this VCS for your team project.